What was the worst punishment your parents gave you and what was it for? Kneel on uncooked rice for hours and hours overnight. So badly the rice was embedded in my flesh and I was a bloody mess. My knees still have uncooked rice-sized indented scars. My offense? I ate a cookie, one single fig Newton. It put me over the allotted 800 calories a day. My parents wanted me to stay tiny. I still suffer the consequences of that bullshit. Goddamn y'all. Hugs all around. Reading most of the comments here, you feel that not all parents are parents. Some are abusers. Put mustard in my mouth for using bad language. I was 6, threw me and my brother out of the house for the night. Because we didn't do our share of the cleaning, we had to sleep in an outbuilding in the garden. I was 11, he was 10. Put our dinner in the dog's bowl and threw it on the floor. She let us back in the morning without a word. She's dead now. One time I was beat until I pissed my pants because they beat me so hard. I don't remember why. I also remember I was standing against a wall with my arms straight out, feet shoulder width apart, nose touching the wall, because my sister left a basket of clothes in our closet and I took the fall so that they could go to bed. I was also hit a lot with a wire fly swatter in general, one time specifically for digging my fingernails in the soap. I bite my nails, so there's no way it was me. There's more, but I don't remember much. I remember playing truancy as a teen and my teacher gave my dad a call. Reached home, was strapped to a chair with rope while getting whipped by his leather belt. Had to visit the nearby clinic to check on my hearing because one of the whips landed on my right ear. This was 15 years ago. Yelling constantly, saying I'm doing everything wrong, lying, gaslighting, abuse, and overall just seeming like they only made me to shit on me so they can feel better about themselves. Broken shoulder, thoracic vertebra, rib, and punctured lung because I let the party table know that my uncle and aunt were boyfriend and girlfriend. They were married to my dad's sister and brother. I was 7. Not awful or traumatizing. But when I was 8 or 9, my 3-year-old sister wanted a glass of Tang and took it upon herself to get it, and spilled the entire pitcher on the floor. So my dad banned Tang. Not other sugary beverages that could make an equally sticky mess if spilled. Just Tang. Probably dragging me up the stairs by my hair and shoving my face in the sink and putting a toothbrush in my mouth and scrubbing till I spat blood while being shouted and sworn at. I was running late for school and forgot to brush my teeth. Instead of going over the basic hygienic reasons one should do it like a normal functional adult, instead my mother made it all about her and what people would think about her, like yeah thanks, because doing that makes you look really good. My mother called the fucking police because I had an argument with her. Losing TV privileges and getting beatings because my mom couldn't understand that the 7:45 bell for homeroom didn't mean I just had to be on the property at 7:45. I need to be at my seat at that time. Get ready earlier, she still wouldn't leave the house till 7:35 because the school was 10 minutes away. Tell her she needs to hurry up, that's a beating for being disrespectful. Try to tell the teacher what was going on, they'll immediately call her, and I'll get it when I get home. Try to explain I needed to be in the chair at 7:45, not on property. No, you need to stop fucking around, I get you there on time. It got to the point that my sister, who was grown and in her mid-20s, had to volunteer to take me to school because she was the only person to listen to what I was saying. I was 11 or 12 at the time. I was so hungry and I was begging my dad, brutal alcoholic, to make me a baked potato, wouldn't let me do it myself. We were both climbing the basement stairs. At the top he turned and kicked me in the face with his steel-toed boot. Lost 4 teeth and fell down and hit my head. Had a bad concussion also and a cut to the back of my head. He left me there. My mom came home and brought me to the hospital. Being made to soak in bleach and rinse my mouth out with it. I was super young. I was a dirty person. Dirty being religious standpoints, if that makes sense. Having my head held underwater for periods at a time. That one was just due to my father's rage. It's hard to determine which is worse, being punched square in the face by my dad because I wasn't receiving enough homework for his liking, with enough force to knock me down and break the laundry basket I landed on, or being physically thrown out of the house because I refused to surrender my bank account to my dad, in front of my 2 young nephews. They smashed my phone because I didn't study. It was very shocking. It's been 6 years and I still find it harsh. My mom took my books away for 2 months. Worse than any spanking for me at that time. What did I do? I was reading Robert Jordan's Wheel of Time series. At some point some queen tries to seduce the hero and the hero turns her down. My super conservative mom found that passage. Too much sex. No reading for me for a month. You would think 1, our hero turning down sex is a good example of chastity, and 2, you would be glad your teenager is reading anything. But no, sinful thoughts and all. I one time had to pick up every little twig and stick in a half-acre backyard in August or September with no water until I finished because I was bad at school, then I got beat after. This was all done by my ex-stepdad. My dad kicked me out of the house once because I took too long to come back from the store with his beer. I was 10 and it was my birthday and he yelled at me in front of everyone. When they came get me at night he gave me a beating for actually leaving like he asked me to,